So Sodexo is the community of its clients, its customers, its employees, and its shareholders. You've built a foundation upon improving the quality of life and contributing to the economic, social, and environmental development of the cities you operate in. Good afternoon, we're the Bentley Ethics Advisory Council, and we're here to talk to you today as the Board of Directors of Sodexo about how businesses should advance peace in the countries that they operate in. So when people think about conflict-affected areas, they often think about underdeveloped countries or countries that have been affected by war. And while this is true, conflict-affected areas are actually areas that involve systematic discrimination, the presence of an illegitimate or unrepresentative government, the lack of economic and social opportunity, and chronic poverty. Now we want to argue that Chicago is a conflict-affected area in our communities in America. Now when you look at Chicago, the Chicago community has faced poverty, violence, crime, and the lack of equal economic opportunity for its citizens. So, in order to combat this issue of conflict-affected areas, we believe that you should ethically look at the fact that businesses have a responsibility to advance peace in these conflict-affected areas. Now, we believe that the solution that you should implement in order to see how to better affect Chicago is Business for Peace. Now, Business for Peace is an emerging narrative which promotes the idea that businesses can promote peace in the communities that they operate in through their stakeholder network. Now, Sodexo has already implemented Business for Peace in conflict-affected communities such as Colombia when you implemented Programa Soluciones, in which you integrated members of the FARC or the rebel group in Colombia. Now, we believe, given your interest in promoting peace in conflict-affected areas, that you should look at Chicago as a conflict-affected area and see what you can do to contribute to peace. We've suggested to implement a solution program that models your Programa Soluciones in Colombia through Chicago.
So for the solutions program for Chicago, we wanted to outline 5 key ethical responsibilities that Sodexo operating Chicago should have. These 5 responsibilities are the local dialogue program, promoting workforce development, promoting stakeholder engagement, working with other companies and other smaller and larger firms in the Chicago area to assess the conflict, and providing financial assistance for Sodexo workers, dependents, and other residents of Chicago with education and other areas where they will need financial assistance. So each of these 5 points share the same focus, connecting the various communities within Chicago, and our main goal is to invest into the people of Chicago with a plan to reinvigorate the city, so to improve the quality of life as the community strives towards peace and sustainability. So to go more in depth about each aspect of the solution, the local dialogue program is based on forming a program to provide a collaborative meeting space between Sodexo and local residents of Chicago so they can express their concerns and point out areas in the city or in the community that need improvement or should gain more attention. The next part is to promote welfare and promote workforce development, and that is through reintegrating ex-convicts and individuals that have been negatively affected by gang violence in their previous life and would like to make a change in their life for a positive change in their life so they can continue without being affected by the past mistakes that they've had before. The next part is to promote stakeholder engagement with all stakeholders of Sodexo. So that means the employees, the community, vendors, customers, and so on. We believe the community is to be one of the strongest stakeholders of Sodexo, especially in Chicago. And we believe that the community should know that Sodexo is always a resource open to help the residents of Chicago at all times. The next one is to work with other companies within Chicago, the Chicago area or the region. And that is because we believe to instill real growth and change in the environment, it needs to be a collective effort from everyone involved in the region, everyone located in the region. Because only one company leading the way can make a change, but a network of companies working together can make a difference. And finally, the last part of our solution program is to provide financial assistance to Sodexo workers, dependents, and other Chicago residents in the way as they strive to create more opportunities for themselves in the future, so that it can be through education, through work, and so on. So that is through providing assistance and opportunities through programs such as scholarship programs, providing loans, grants, and work study and other programs such as that can assist the necessary needs to gain independence.
So you may be asking, why should we even implement this? And many people look at business ethics as what businesses shouldn't do or what they're doing wrong. But business ethics is also about defining what they should do and how they can better themselves. You've already built a company that holds strong values in assisting others, and by recognizing the need for peace, you can continue to grow and uphold those values that you've already implemented for yourself. You can also contribute to the social flourishing of other communities that you operate in and that you're profitable.